Hey guys, here's a tourney battle that I recorded on my brother's DSi XL with my new camera. That's kind of why I'm uploading it. So I let off with Noob, and he let off with a Fortress, and right away I know I just want to set up Stealth Rock, because I know Fortress can't do much to me, and yeah. So I'm going to U-turn, mostly to see who's faster for later on in the battle. And then ended up going to Dustnor. I don't know why he switched in, and I didn't see that knockoff. I wasn't paying attention. I was kind of on Xbox Live because, lol, I didn't even know he accepted my my battle thing. I was just waiting on there for like a half hour, so yeah. So I go for a Willow on the switch, and it gets a Blissey. And no, I wasn't mad. Because I had Azulf, and he can just explode. So now I have a paralyzed Dustnor without his leftovers, and yeah, it kind of stinks. I think I go for a Pain Split at this point. I went for an Earthquake last turn. No, I went for an Earthquake. I think I went for an Earthquake last turn when I got Parahacks. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention. I had this battle a while ago. So now I switch into Mad Heat, who actually, if you're watching this, BriceSeaHawk, this thing didn't have close combat. It had Swords Dance, Thunder Punch, Earthquake, and Fire Punch, I think it was. So he switches out to that, and I'm gonna Swords Dance up. By the way, I hope that video doesn't end up lagging, because the video is kind of lagging here. So I go into Noob, and his Earthquake obviously isn't gonna work. So now that I know I'm faster, I'm gonna Psychic and see how much he does. It's 2-hit KO, and he knocks off a Focus Sash, which doesn't really matter at all. So he switches out to his E-Tran now on my Psychic, and that was a pretty good play. And I got a Special Defense drop, but it didn't matter, because I switched into Blissey, who only had Seismic Toss for an attacking move. This team was really flawed and really weak to a Ghost type. Like, seriously, it could do nothing to a Gengar or a Mismagius. But he didn't have either. So he wants to start a Blissey Stall War, which was really stupid, so I'm going to T-Wave his Blissey. And I'm just like, I'm not mad. I got bubbles. They're entertaining. And so I'm going to switch, because I don't want to deal with this. I'm going to go to Noob and get Seismic Tossed. And here I think for a while, what do I want to use? And when he switches to Heatran, I realized Psychic was a pretty good move. Because at this point he'll 2-hit KO the Heatran, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. And now he brings out a Flygon. I'm like, oh crap. I think he's going to be Scarfed, so I go into Dustnor and see where to lock himself into, and he goes for a Fire Punch. And then I see Life Orb damage, and I'm like, whoa. I forgot he had Fortress at this point, so that's why I went for the Ice Punch. If I had remembered he had Fortress, I probably would have gone for the Willow there. He Toxic Spikes, but only one Pokemon on my team is really affected by that, and that's Infinite. Anyway, so now I'm going to bring an Ape before he can get the second layer up. And he just goes for a Stealth Rock here, which was alright, I guess. It wasn't a bad play. Would have helped him a lot more if he got it up earlier. So now he's going to switch. I kind of predict the switch. It's just that if it's into Flygon, there's nothing else I can do. Fire Punch is my only option. So I'm just going to go for it anyway. It does good damage. But I'm not feeling confident on a 2-hit KOing, so I'm going to switch into Nerf. Because at this point, Nerf is worth nothing. He has the Stealth Rocks up. He's going to take damage from just switching in. And I'm just going to get the Life Orb damage from him. And he decides to take more Stealth Rock damage and go for the U-turn there. And he brings out Bliss. And I'm pretty sure I thought for a little bit here on what to do. It was actually a pretty good battle. But I ended up bringing in Noob. knowing that after one stealth rock hit, he can survive one seismic toss and just explode. And I go for a psychic here because I know I can take a seismic toss, so it just seems like a safer play. And it takes out that glide score. So now he brings in a Luke, and I'm like, crap. I know I can U-turn out of it and get a little bit of damage on him. And I just bring out Apple Juice, seeing as he hadn't seen it yet. And I don't think he'd expect it. And it's my Scarf Flagon. So he's going to switch and bring in his Blissey, actually. I thought he would bring in Flagon, expecting the Earthquake. By the way, I see that's a special Lucario. I am Scarfed, so I do get locked on to Earthquake. But it doesn't enough to 2-hit KO the Blissey. And I remember talking to one of my friends on Xbox Live about that. And Blissey's HP was just going down and down. I'm like, this had better do enough so I can 2-hit KO with Earthquake. So I take him out. And now the rest of the battle shouldn't be too hard for me, I see. I'm going to I remember asking someone who I should sacrifice here. I ended up choosing to sacrifice Noob because it was just a better option. And then I brought out Starmie, who he hadn't seen yet. And I'm just going to surf because I know it'll hit everything for really good damage. And I take him out, and I hit my flip by there. Sorry. And so he brings out Lucario, and I'm like, I know I'm faster. I can get one surf off. And I thought Lucario could actually probably live this, get up a Swords Dance, and try to E-speed me. But it didn't work. He couldn't do it, so he probably should have Extreme Speeded there if he had it, or Vacuum Wave or whatever. Get up Nasty Plot and Vacuum Wave, whatever. He should have gone for some priority. And then he brings out Fortresses, which is going to die, so good game, Bryce. I'm moving on to round 2, so later.